Most people start their mornings in chaos. They hit snooze. They scroll their phones. They react to life instead of creating life. But the high achievers, the great ones, they win the morning. And because they win the morning, they win the day. In this video, I'm going to take you inside the morning routines of world-class performers. People like Oprah Winfrey, Tim Cook, Kobe Bryant, Maya Angelou, and more. You'll see how the way they start their mornings sets them apart. And by the end, you'll have a blueprint to build your own winning morning. One that fuels your success, sharpens your focus, and pushes you closer to the life you want. This is the Rise series, the place where your potential meets its awakening. Why morning routines matter. Before we dive into specific routines, let's ask, why do mornings matter so much? The truth is this: mornings are your foundation. If the first hour of your day is sloppy, reactive, and unfocused, the rest of your day follows that pattern. But if your morning is sharp, intentional, and powerful, everything else flows. Think about it. You've probably had mornings where you woke up late, scrambled to get ready, skipped breakfast, and rushed out the door. How did that day feel? Chaotic, stressed, behind before you even began. Now compare it to mornings where you woke up early, exercised, ate something clean, and spent even 5 minutes planning. That day felt completely different, didn't it? High achievers understand this difference. They design their mornings like an architect designs a building, with purpose, with intention, with strength in every detail. They don't leave their mornings to chance, and neither should you. The early risers. One pattern you'll notice among achievers: many of them wake up early. Tim Cook, Apple's CEO, is up by 3:45 a.m. Richard Branson rises with the sun. Kobe Bryant used to call it the 4 a.m. club, up before anyone else, putting in work while the world slept. Why do they wake up so early? It's not just about grinding harder, it's about ownership. In the early hours, the world is quiet. Distractions are gone. Nobody is texting, nobody is emailing. The early hours belong entirely to you. That's when you can train, think, create, and build momentum before the day's noise begins. Now, this doesn't mean you need to wake up at 3 a.m., but it does mean this: if you're waking up later than you need to, constantly rushing, constantly behind, you're surrendering the most powerful part of your day. Morning belongs to the disciplined. The body comes first. Another truth achievers live by: move your body in the morning. Kobe Bryant trained before sunrise. Oprah practices yoga and meditation. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson hits the gym at 4 a.m. Why? Because motion creates energy. When you move your body, you awaken your mind. You send a signal: I am ready for this day. Science backs this. Morning movement improves focus, increases energy, and stabilizes mood. It doesn't need to be extreme. You don't need to deadlift 400 pounds at 5 a.m. You can stretch. You can do push-ups. You can take a brisk walk. What matters is consistency. High achievers don't wait for motivation. They create it through motion. If your mornings are sluggish, your days will be sluggish. If your mornings are alive, your days will be alive. The mind rituals. Next, let's talk about the mind, because high achievers don't just train their bodies in the morning, they train their thoughts. Maya Angelou wrote every morning in a hotel room she rented just for writing. Oprah begins with gratitude journaling. Tim Ferriss meditates for 20 minutes. Benjamin Franklin used to ask himself each morning, "What good shall I do today?" They understand this. Mornings are when your mind is most impressionable. The first inputs you consume shape your mental state for the rest of the day. That's why achievers avoid waking up and immediately scrolling social media. They feed their minds with focus, gratitude, reflection, and clarity. Imagine starting your day not with stress, not with noise, not with gossip, but with a question, with gratitude, with clarity. That's what winners do. Planning the day. Here's another secret. Achievers don't wing their days. They plan them. They know that if you don't plan your day, someone else will plan it for you. Elon Musk famously breaks his day into 5-minute blocks. Jack Dorsey, co-founder of Twitter, themes his entire week. Brian Tracy calls it eating the frog, tackling your hardest task first thing in the morning. Planning doesn't need to be complicated. Write down your top 3 priorities. Not 20, not 10, 3. The 3 that matter most. That way, when the chaos hits, you already know where your focus belongs. Most people let their days control them. High achievers control their days, and that control begins in the morning. The morning fuel. Let's talk about energy, because mornings are about fueling the body and the mind. High achievers are intentional with what they put in their bodies first thing. Tim Cook keeps his diet clean. Oprah chooses plant-based breakfasts. Many top athletes hydrate immediately upon waking. The point isn't what they eat, but that they are intentional. Compare that to the average person, rushing out with no breakfast, or downing sugary cereals, or starting with caffeine and nothing else. Remember this, what you put in your body either prepares you to conquer or sets you up to crash. Fuel with purpose. Designing your routine. Now the most important part, how do you design your morning routine? Here's the blueprint distilled from high achievers. 1. Wake up with intention. Not to an alarm you snooze 5 times, but with discipline. 2. Move your body. Create energy. Sweat, stretch, or lift. 3. Feed your mind. Meditate, journal, read, or practice gratitude. Plan your priorities. Set your 3 main tasks. 5. Fuel your body. Hydrate and eat intentionally. Start small. Don't try to copy someone else's 2-hour routine overnight. Build your own, one habit at a time. Consistency matters more than perfection. Your routine is your launch pad. Design it, protect it, own it. Here's the truth. Successful people aren't born with better mornings. They build better mornings. And by building better mornings, they build better lives. So ask yourself, tomorrow morning, how will you rise? Will you rise with chaos, or will you rise with clarity? Will you rise reactive, or will you rise intentional? Your future doesn't start next year. It doesn't start next month. It doesn't even start next week. It starts tomorrow morning, the moment you open your eyes. Decide now. From this day forward, you will win the morning. Because if you win the morning, you win the day. This is the Rise series. If this message inspired you, subscribe, share, and rise with us. Your journey is just beginning.